There is a new co-working space in downtown Grand Rapids. It's by a company called Bamboo that's working to open up opportunities for entrepreneurs across the state of Michigan. I'm joined by their community director, Matt Gira, here in studio. Matt, thanks so much for being here. So Bamboo has a couple of locations on the other side of the state. This is the first one here in Grand Rapids, also opening up another one in the Detroit area. For anyone who's not familiar with sort of this sector, what is this space, downtown going to offer to folks?
Yeah, so if you are looking to build a new business, maybe you have a business, or maybe you're a creator, an artist, we're really the hub for all of it.
Yeah.
So if you're in really all the stages, even if you're like, I don't even have an idea, but I'm interested in entrepreneurship, we're a good place to even hang out and go to the events. If you're like, actually, I'm growing, I want to be part of maybe I'm working from home, and I want to be in a community, we're a fantastic space to do that. We have about 200 members that are in the space already. So if you're looking for a good community to do innovative and creative things, we're the spot to do it.
And you guys only just opened up last week. We've got some pictures from when you guys opened and cut the big ribbon out front. As far as a need for this sort of space in Michigan, tell me a little bit about what that looks like right now.
Yeah, so it's really, it's a hub, right? So I think one of the things that brought me back to Michigan, I moved back a month ago, was we needed a hub and we needed a lot of density, a place where everyone's going to be at, right? I think we've been a little bit scattered in West Michigan. And then seeing what they've been doing, the Bamboo's been doing on the east side, right? It kind of brings everyone together in one spot. And that's what we're doing here in Grand Rapids, right? We're right in the heart of downtown, so everything's right there. And then, no matter what type of business it is, right? It's a software company, it's an AI company, you're a creative venture, you're an agency. Everyone's kind of bouncing around the same location, and you can just get coffee and run into people and bounce ideas off of. That's what this is for. A
really collaborative space. And I know that you guys have already hosted one pretty large event, and that's another kind of piece of what happens at Bamboo. If people are interested in that side of things or looking for a space, tell me a little bit about that opportunity.
Yeah, so we also are an event space. So if maybe you were part of the old building in the UICA when we were that, it's got a gallery, so art gallery space is a 200-person theater. We have a 1,000-square-foot patio. So there's plenty of event space. So maybe you're looking to host a wedding, host a retreat, host a team meeting. We're also the place for that. So we have plenty of spaces to kind of do whatever kind of event you really want to do.
Yeah, it's a really moldable experience, I think, for whatever people are looking for. And as far as, okay, I'm hearing about this, I'm a small business or I'm trying to get an idea off the ground, and I want to utilize what you guys are offering, what does that process look like?
Yeah, so you can go to our website at bamboocowork.com. You can also just email me at matt@bamboocowork.com, and I'll make sure you get to the right place.
We've been talking a lot, too, right now just about how booming West Michigan is. I know you're very familiar with that as well. There's so many people moving here to our area. There's so many new businesses taking off or, relocating to our area just because of how popular it is. How does this sort of, grab that by the horns and take advantage of just what our area has to offer?
Yeah, so even last week, right, we had the Midwest House Summit, and I think, right, it brought in people from all across the Midwest. We had like a dozen states, we had multiple countries that flew in for that summit. So I think it's really, again, we're the hub of innovation and creative ventures right in downtown, and I think that brings a lot of people and energy, right? Especially if you're like, I've never been plugged in, I'm maybe working from home, maybe I've been building on the side. We're a really good place to kind of bring everything together. And I think just once you kind of come into the building, you see all the energy and just the space is so unique. And so I think you feel that, and I think it's an energizing space to really build and really take things to the next level.
Very cool. Anything else you just want folks to know about this if they're interested in any way?
Yeah, so we're obviously a space, but I think we're also it's a really powerful community. So we have mentorship, we're gonna have workshops. Again, it's an event space, so if you're looking to do any of that, right, you can do all of that. So it's really a moldable space, but again, if you're looking for entrepreneurship, if you're looking to be a creative venture, maybe it's even a creator, a digital creator, anything that you're running a business of your own, we're gonna be a really good spot to do that.
Awesome, and folks can find you guys at 2 Fulton Street West. That's in downtown Grand Rapids. Again, this is the former Urban Institute for Contemporary Arts building, now Bamboo Coworking. Matt, thank you so much for being here and talking about this. And again, folks can reach out to you directly if they've got questions or want to take advantage of what you guys are doing.
Of course, yeah, you can reach out to me at matt@bamboocowork.com, or even just book a tour at bamboocowork.com.
Awesome, Matt, thanks so much for coming in and talking about this. We're going to take a quick